Welcome everyone. I'm excited to start today's presentation on Roy's Pathfinder. This is part 2, and we'll be diving into the fundamentals with an introduction to management. On this first slide, I want to warmly welcome you all and set the tone for what's to come. We'll briefly explore the main topics we'll cover in this session. So, let's get started and make the most of our time together. Management skills are essentially the combined attributes, behaviors, and knowledge that individuals bring to their roles. These include technical skills, which are the specific abilities needed to perform particular tasks, as well as human skills, which involve effectively working with and leading people. Additionally, there are conceptual skills, which help in understanding complex situations and making strategic decisions. Together, these skills enable us to organize work efficiently, guide our teams towards shared goals, and make strategic choices that align with the organization's vision. Having strong management skills is crucial because they directly impact productivity, help us solve problems more effectively, and foster a positive and motivating work environment. As we move forward, keep in mind that developing these skills is essential for becoming a more effective leader and driving organizational success. Let's take a closer look at Taylor's scientific management, a groundbreaking approach developed in the early 1900s. Frederick W. Taylor believed that to truly maximize efficiency and productivity in industrial settings, we needed to apply scientific methods to how work is performed. This approach is often called Taylorism. The core idea was to analyze tasks carefully and break them down into small, optimized steps. By doing this, workers could be trained specifically for each task, ensuring they perform it in the most efficient way possible. Another key aspect was performance-based pay, which served as an incentive for workers to improve their productivity. Taylor wanted to eliminate the so-called rule of thumb methods, those informal, often inefficient ways people used to do their work, by standardizing procedures. Overall, Taylor's scientific management aimed to create a more systematic, efficient, and productive workplace by applying scientific principles to management and labor. This was a significant shift from traditional work methods and laid the foundation for modern industrial efficiency. Let's take a closer look at the key principles of scientific management. First, there's the equal division of work and responsibility. This means that managers are responsible for planning and training, while workers focus on executing the tasks. This division helps ensure that each group can specialize and perform more effectively. Next, we emphasize cooperation over individualism. It's important to foster close collaboration between management and workers, ensuring that work is done according to scientific principles rather than just individual preferences. This teamwork helps improve efficiency and consistency. Then, there's the scientific selection and training of workers. Instead of letting workers train themselves or choose tasks randomly, we select individuals based on their capability for specific jobs and provide them with proper training. This approach maximizes productivity and ensures that skills match the work. Finally, we advocate for science, not rule of thumb. Outdated habits and methods should be replaced with techniques determined through scientific analysis and measurement. This scientific approach leads to more reliable, efficient, and optimized work processes. Altogether, these principles form the foundation of scientific management, aiming to improve efficiency through systematic and collaborative efforts. Let's dive into some of the key techniques and features of scientific management. First, we have differential piece rate pay. This approach involves paying workers higher rates if they exceed the standard output. The idea is to motivate employees to work more efficiently by rewarding higher productivity. It creates a direct link between effort and reward, encouraging workers to perform at their best. Next, we have standardization. This means setting uniform tools, methods, and working conditions across the board. By standardizing processes, we ensure consistency and quality, making it easier to manage and improve productivity overall. Then there's functional foremanship. Instead of having a single supervisor overseeing everything, supervision is divided into specialized roles. For example, you might have a speed boss focused on pace, a repair boss handling maintenance, and an inspector ensuring quality. This specialization helps improve supervision and efficiency. Finally, we come to time and motion studies. This involves breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable parts and timing each one. The goal is to identify and eliminate unnecessary motions, making the work process more streamlined and efficient. All these techniques work together to promote productivity, efficiency, and uniformity, which are central themes in scientific management. They help organizations optimize their operations and get the best performance out of their workers. Henry Fayol, who lived from 1841 to 1925, was a French industrialist and is often called the father of modern management theory. His work really laid the foundation for how we understand organizational management today. Fayol focused on the structure of organizations and how to make them run more efficiently. He introduced 14 principles of management, which include key ideas like division of work, which emphasizes specialization, and unity of command, meaning each employee should receive orders from only one superior. These principles are designed to create clarity and efficiency within an organization. In addition to these principles, Fayol identified 5 primary managerial functions. These are planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. Think of these as the essential steps managers take to lead effectively and ensure everything runs smoothly. Overall, Fayol's ideas help us see management not just as a set of isolated tasks, but as a cohesive system aimed at maximizing efficiency. His work connects directly to our broader theme of understanding how structured management practices can improve organizational performance. Let's take a closer look at some of the core principles of management outlined by Fayol. First, we have the division of work. This principle emphasizes that specialization can really boost efficiency and output because employees become experts in their specific tasks. Next is authority and responsibility. Managers need to have the authority to give orders, but they also carry accountability for the results. It's a balance that helps ensure effective leadership. Moving on, discipline is crucial. Employees must obey rules and respect the established norms to keep the organization running smoothly. Then there's the unity of command. This means that each employee should only receive orders from one superior to avoid confusion and conflicting instructions. Following that, we have unity of direction. When teams share the same objectives, they should work under one manager following a single plan. This alignment keeps everyone moving in the same direction. The principle of subordination of individual interests reminds us that personal goals shouldn't override the organization's overall goals. Team success comes first. Remuneration, or fair compensation, is also key. When employees feel fairly rewarded, motivation and loyalty tend to improve. All these principles together form the foundation of Fayol's administrative management theory. They help us understand how to organize and lead effectively, connecting directly to the broader theme of building efficient, well-managed organizations. Let's take a closer look at some of the key principles of management according to Fayol. First up is centralization. This is about balancing decision-making authority between top management and subordinates. It's important because too much centralization can slow things down, while too little might lead to a lack of control. Next, we have the scalar chain. Think of this as a clear, unbroken line of authority running from the highest to the lowest levels. It helps ensure that communication flows smoothly and responsibilities are well defined. Then there's order. This principle emphasizes that people and materials should be in the right place at the right time. Good order helps increase efficiency and reduces confusion. Moving on to equity. Managers should treat employees with kindness and justice. Creating a fair and respectful environment fosters loyalty and motivation. Stability of tenure is another key point. When employees have low turnover, they become more experienced and committed, which ultimately improves overall performance. encouraging initiative is about motivating employees to create and execute their own plans. Giving them room to innovate can lead to greater productivity and engagement. Finally, esprit de corps highlights the importance of promoting team spirit and morale. A strong sense of unity and camaraderie can boost teamwork and organizational success. These principles are at the heart of Fayol's administrative management theory, and understanding them helps us see how effective management creates a well-functioning organization. Bureaucracy theory of management was developed by the German sociologist Max Weber. It proposes a highly structured, rational, and efficient organizational system. The core idea is to create an environment where processes are standardized to maximize productivity. It emphasizes a strict hierarchy, which means clear lines of authority and responsibility. There are also well-defined rules and procedures to ensure consistency. Division of labor is another key aspect, meaning tasks are specialized to improve efficiency. Impersonality is emphasized to make sure decisions are made based on rules rather than personal preferences. The goal here is to achieve maximum efficiency and predictability, especially in large-scale organizations. Some of the most important concepts include merit-based career management, where promotions are earned based on performance, and official authority, which is derived from one's position rather than personal influence. Connecting this to our overall theme, Weber's bureaucracy provides a formal, systematic approach to management that aims to streamline operations and ensure fairness. Human relations in management is really about taking a people-centric approach. It focuses on improving both productivity and morale by addressing employees' social, psychological, and emotional needs. Instead of viewing workers purely as economic tools, this approach recognizes that their well-being and motivation are essential for a thriving organization. It emphasizes building positive social bonds, encouraging open communication, and promoting participation and recognition. These elements help create a motivated and engaged workforce. When we connect this to the overall theme of effective management, it reminds us that understanding and valuing people is key to sustainable success. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate the opportunity to share these insights with you. Remember, the key takeaways from this presentation are not just about the specific details, but about how we can apply these concepts to make meaningful progress. I hope you feel inspired and equipped to take the next steps. Once again, thank you for being here and for your engagement. I look forward to seeing how you implement these ideas moving forward.